Suzuki VGT Gr.3 race car in VR. Hello there everybody and welcome to OpaFed Gaming. You're listening to the OpaFed. Today we're driving a Suzuki VGT in a Vision Gran Turismo Trophy race. We're driving at the Kyoto Driving Park on the Yamagiwa circuit. We're doing 7 laps and we started 16th of 16 cars and we started with a rolling start. Now these laps, even though they're decent length, they're not going to take long to do because these cars are going to be going at a pretty high clip. So we're going to have to get on our high horse and get moving right away because we got a few really fast cars in this race. Ooh, and we got to also try and respect the corners because we will spin out if we're not careful. Now, keeping all that in mind, you also got to remember that we got 15 cars in total that we got to pass, and they are really spread out on the track. So we've really got to get moving. Even though we've passed a couple of cars, does not mean we're going to be anywhere close to the front for a while. Now, the OpaFed always forgets to, or doesn't think about counting the cars that he passes, but he does count the laps, or we try to anyhow. And we are coming up to the end of our very first lap, so as you can tell, it didn't take long to get around. Right around the corner here, we should be seeing the grandstand right up there. Now, in this race, because there's some really fast cars in here, we do quite well in the corners, and it looks like we're doing quite well in the straight stretches at the moment, but there's a few cars in the front of the pack that if we want to beat them, we're going to have to get drive a little different strategy, because some of these cars I cannot catch up to or pass on the straight sections, and I have to rely on passing them in the corners. Those are the faster ones, but we'll get to them when we get to them, because it's going to be a lot of fun near the end here. So stick around if you want to see a little bit of a wild time. Now we're coming around the corner here, and this is one of my favorite spots. I usually like to go to the left-hand side of the track if I'm close enough behind the cars, and then zip by them here as you're coming down the long hill. And then over here, you just have to kind of stick behind them. Now there's lots of places where we can pass on this track, so that makes it really nice. I mean, you don't have to really wait very long for your opportunities to become available to go by the car in front of you. So that makes the track a little bit easier, a little bit more user-friendly, I suppose. Now as we're coming around the corner here again, we're almost coming up to the end of the very second lap. And as you can see, there's been some pretty big gaps between passing a car and then catching up to the next car. And because of that, we're going to need all 7 laps to hopefully get a win out of this race. Now the car right in front of us there looks an awful lot like the car we're driving. It looks like another Suzuki VGT right there in front of us. And yeah, I do believe that's an exact, but ours is a little bit faster. So that's 2 laps under our belt. We still got 5 to go as we're rounding the corner, but like I keep saying, the gaps between the car we passed and the next car is quite a big gap. And if I'm guessing, which is what I'll be doing, about how many cars we passed, I would say we maybe passed 5, 6. So, you know, if you got 15 cars to pass, that's quite a bit. And if you got 9 cars left to go and they're spread out, anyhow, we back to our favorite hill as we go down. We're gonna zoom by this guy and race to catch up to the next one. We get another one behind us. Absolutely awesome race. I love this track. It's really, really nice. When there's not a lot of traffic around, like in these types of races, you can really use the full width of the track. Keep your speed as high as you can because you're not going to be bothered by any other cars around you because they're so spread out. And as you're doing that, you're slowly catching up to the next guy, right up there. And we should be by him at the end of this lap, or right behind him at the end of the lap. But that's 3 laps gone, so we're getting pretty close to to the end, or sorry, to the middle of the race. Now this car, it's got little cameras on those little side mirror things that on the side of the car. I just think it's just absolutely awesome when you look on the dash, which is the direction you're looking at anyhow, and you can see the two little mirrors right beside your steering wheel. I think that looks just the coolest. And now we still haven't caught up to this guy here yet, so we're gonna keep on ripping along here. Now the Oktoberfest lost track of the laps. I believe this is our 4th lap that we're in right now at the moment. So if this is our 4th lap, which I believe it is, we are at about the halfway point in the race right now. So there again, having said that, it's really difficult to know how hard to go, although you can race to catch up to the next guy, which you can see, but you don't know how hard you got to race to get to the front of the pack, which we don't know where it is because we don't know how many more cars are in front of us. But we're going to take it as it comes, and we're going to try and catch up to this guy by the end of the lap, the 4th lap. And then, well, we'll be over halfway through the race anyhow. And I don't see anybody further up ahead other than the guy right there in front of us. Now, let's see, right along the... No, doesn't look like there's anybody else ahead of him. So he might be the leading car, but he is sure zippy, boy. I tell you, I'm not catching him, and I got it floored. Now you see, corner comes, and we get a little bit closer. Then he zips away again. Through this little area, he went a little slower. Okay, let's keep an eye on him. Look at him go now. And I've got it floored. So and that's good that we know that now, because this is the 5th lap. And if he keeps zipping away on us like that, there is no way we're going to catch him on the straights. Let's see if we can catch him here by the hill. Okay, coming down. It doesn't look like there's anybody else. Okay, we got in front of him anyhow. Got in front of him. Yeah, okay, no, he's behind us. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa, look at him go. No, he's not going to let us go. We are in the 5th lap, which is quickly coming to a close. He passed us again. Wow, okay. We're going to have to try and get by him in a corner. And one way or another, we're going to have to try and stay ahead of him. I don't know how we're going to do that. We got 2 laps left to go to figure it out, though. As we're coming around the corner and coming up to the grandstand here, this will be lap number 5, coming to a close. 2 more to go, and he is zipping away on us. Okay, we cannot catch him on the straights. We're going to have to pass him on the corners. And I don't know how we're going to do that if we can't catch up to him. He's zipping through here pretty good. He's keeping us just back far enough that when a straight section comes, we can't pass him, or when there's a tight corner, we can't pass him in the corner either. But we got that hill coming down again here, and then that little S-turn at the bottom, and we're going to see if we can squeeze by him over there. But we're going to have to really move it. He'll slow down quite a bit over here, and not enough for us to even catch up to him. Because we had to slow down too, of course, you got to remember, because we still can't take the turns at high speeds. And I've already spun the back wheels a few times trying to catch this guy. We're still getting close. We're not done yet. The Oktoberfest's not going to give up until we see that final flag. And we're coming up here to the end of lap number 6 with 1 more lap to go. It's going to be a tough one, where it's going to be a battle right to the end. Now we gotta step on it and try and stay with him as best we can. But it seems to be, it might not work out too well for the Opafed today. We might have to take second place, take pleasure with second place. Going up this hill, we want to catch up, get a little bit closer. We want to get close enough to him so that when we go down that long hill for the last time, hopefully at the bottom we can squeeze by him. We can do that. Then we might be able to pull it off. It's going to be a tough one. All right. Okay, now we got to hammer it and stay with him because he's going to slow down quite a bit at the bottom. Shoot by him right over here. Oh, we got beside him. Oh, he's still there. He's battling it out with us. Wow. He's not going to let us go. He does not want us to pass him. Oh, there we got him again. Now, if we can only just get in front of this yellow car and use him as a blocker, we might be able to pull it off. Absolutely awesome. Fantastic race. I really had a great time racing this one. I hope you enjoyed it as well. I hope you got some tips out of it. If you just came because you love to watch the races on TV, absolutely great. Love it, like it, share it with your friends. Hit that subscribe button if you don't want to miss any of the upcoming videos. We got some good ones coming up. In the meantime, you've been racing in a Suzuki VGT with me, the Opafed.